Good morning, my dear friends, and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California on a foggy morning. It really is foggy down here on Monday. Hey, so great to have seen so many wonderful people at the Hall Show in Long Beach. That was a lot of fun. All right, we got a lot to talk about. We've got cow, big yellowfin tuna on the bite for the long range boys. We're going to tell you all about that. We're going to cover Ensenada. Spectacular rock fishing down there in San Quintin, Baja California. Well, you get a chance at a bluefin, a yellowtail, and plenty of rockfish also. Anthony Amalfitano, dear friend of the Freeman Adventures family, was out catching a big halibut in the Southern California area. Nick Ramirez on the Spitfire, having all kinds of fun. We've got that. We've got our big surf fishing event on Super Bowl Sunday right here. You are invited. We'll get into it all. Stay tuned. I'm going to get set up for the MB coming at you next. You going to catch some fish for me today?
I hope so.
Hey, it's good to see you.
I only got one so far.
Oh, yeah? What'd you get?
It's yellowfin croaker.
Evidence of life on the beach. Well, I don't know if you can call that life, but it was swimming around at one time, so what the heck. Oh, you made these?
Yeah.
Nice. How are they working?
Yeah, like I said, a couple bites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch you all the time.
Dude, I love you, man. What man? Thank you.
Not much. Oh,
I appreciate it. What's your name?
Dave.
Dave, good to meet you.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
I've been in the industry for about 18 years now. Company I worked for, they sold out and moved to Florida.
Yeah.
They're making trolling lures,
Yeah.
ballyhoods. You ever hear of that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I worked there 17 years, trying to find a job back in the industry.
Yeah.
Started making my own baits, trolling lures. I brought this just in case I ran into you.
Yeah, shoot, man. I'm lucky I ran into you.
That's something I made.
Whoa. That looks like a good marlin, big tuna.
Big
Yeah.
game stuff.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So
I love it, man. Dave, nice to meet you.
down here, just unemployed, trying to catch fish.
That's a good way to spend your time, man. I'll tell you that right now.
Better than doing drugs and drinking.
Darn right, man. Darn right. Hey, Super Bowl Sunday, I don't know if you've seen. We're going to be here, so you're invited, man.
All right.
Come on down.
Cool.
And do me a favor. I'm just getting ready to do the morning briefing.
Okay.
Can you catch a fish, please, while I'm doing it, and walk up and say, "Whoa, look what I did."
I'll try.
Oh, you don't have to tip me.
Oh,
It's
no.
I'm kidding you.
I just want to.
What's that? Oh, perfect. Thank you.
I don't have a website yet.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get started. So
Dave, that's the way to do it. Put one foot in front of the other one, man.
you got it.
Man, it's a pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Finally.
Something tells me you're going to be on the morning briefing today.
All right.
Before we get started on today's morning briefing, don't forget if you're headed to Ensenada, you're going to want to give Zeke Casas a call. Only 15 minutes from downtown, but just check out that spectacular view while in Ensenada, Baja California Norte. And if that garage door is giving you a problem, then you're going to want to call your garage door man. That's Joe Welker. Tax problems? Nobody better than our friend Tim Marquez. Tim's been doing taxes for 35 years. Give the tax man a call today. And for your heating and or air conditioning needs, you're going to want to talk to our dear friend John Lopez at Efficient Heating and Air Conditioning.
Hey, it's great to meet so many great anglers down here. Don't forget Super Bowl Sunday right here. You'll be able to fish with all of us. I got a feeling Dave and a couple other guys that you may have seen here on the morning briefing may be around. You know what time it is. It's time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Oh my God, is that good? Good morning to you all. We'll watch these guys and see if they can come up with a fish while we're doing the morning briefing with you all. We got a lot to talk about, so let's jump into it. And let's start with sunny Mexico. Down in Cabo San Lucas, a few striped marlin, mostly yellowfin tuna on the porpoise, should say the dolphin. Offshore out of there, we continue to see those fish about 20 miles offshore where there's some warmer water. Most of them are 20 to 40 pounds like that, but you do get fish over 100 pounds. Inshore's pretty active. Few small rooster fish, some amberjack, and some pretty decent yellowtail fishing if you look around. Up there around Loreto and Mulaje, really good yellowtail action going on in that neck of the woods, so that continues to go very, very strong there. I love the yellowtail bite there. San Quintin, K&M Sport Fishing, and several other operators down there have been catching a variety of fish. There's been the occasional big bluefin tuna. There's been some really good yellowtail fishing, not every single day, but man, when they want to bite the yo-yo iron, they really fire up and bite the yo-yo, and they hammer it down there. And of course, plenty of rockfish. And in the Ensenada area, we have been seeing some really great rock fishing. There's also the possibility of some bass and some other species, but there has been spectacular rock fishing. Captain Ihara from Lucky Sport Fishing, she was out recently and had some good fishing. There's sheephead, there's whitefish, there's lingcod, there's vermilions, all kinds of stuff biting down there in that neck of the woods. So we continue to see really good fishing. Also, Ramon's Pangas, Tony G was out with them, and Tony said he recommends them highly, and if he does, you know they're going to be good. And they've had stupendous rock fishing. Our dear friend Louis Prieto from It's For Real Sport Fishing out there railing on the fish also. So some good fishing south of the border, no question about it. Punta Colinet is located 120 miles below the border. You can drive there and jump on a panga and go out and catch plenty of rockfish. But for the most part, guys will jump on San Diego-based boats and go down there, day and a half trips during this time of the year, and they've had big lings and great rock fishing, and there's a lot of yellowtail circulating around there also on a foggy morning here in Southern California, but pristine and gorgeous conditions for surf fishing. It should be fun on Super Bowl Sunday here. Can't wait to have you here as part of the Freedman Adventurers family. And don't forget, if you don't like to fish, you can still come down and set up a chair, dress warm. You're going to want to bundle up a little bit, but it looks like we're not going to have any rain at all. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful morning, and this water is a little chilly this morning, but not that bad actually. Feels like maybe the high 50s to yours truly. Bar perch biting here. We'll get into the surf fishing bite in a moment. Let's talk long range, because as you know, it's been a really difficult time for the long range boys. Not losing the forest for the trees, by the way. It's been a spectacular long-range season. But here recently, we've had some weather. Well, that weather came down, and the boys started catching some really nice big yellowfin tuna. There's wahoo mixed up with it also. On board the Independence, they said, you know what? Let's focus. Let's focus solely on catching trophies. And every single fish on the Independence yesterday was indeed a trophy. Beautiful fish, no question about it. They had a 200-pound yellowfin tuna, a 210, a 225, and a 270-pounder. The rest of their fish in the 160 to 190-pound class. That is some good long-range fishing. The Royal Polaris, their last morning. In fact, they are headed for home right now as we speak. They got a 202-pounder, followed by a 100-pounder, and then they were just out of time. Had to get out of there, but you can see that's starting to come together. And the Red Rooster 3, also with some pretty nice big cow fish. Cow yellowfin tuna are defined as fish over 200 pounds. Magnificent trophy catches going on the long-range scene right now. I don't know how you can beat it. Max Nui just ran a multi-day trip out of San Diego. He found that bluefin tuna that we've been looking at. He went 170 miles south of Point Loma, so 170 miles down the Baja coast, and he found that 100 to 200-pound bluefin tuna. It just didn't want to bite. He couldn't get on it at night. and then he ran into some snotty weather and didn't catch any bluefin at all. But man, that kid works his tail off. We'll keep you up to date on how that is all going as we move along. All right, let's talk SoCal. Remember, rockfish season is closed here right now, and it remains closed until April. That's when it will open up again. That's why guys go into Mexican waters to fish rockfish right now, whether you're driving to Ensenada or San Quintin or jumping on a boat and going down to Collinet, or even a local boat that may cross the border and catch rockfish. So we are focused on sculpin and whitefish, some halibut here in this neck of the woods. There's been some darn good fishing, as evidenced by our great friend and Freedman Adventures family member extraordinaire, Nick Ramirez. Nick, good morning to you, my friend. Nick was out on the Spitfire out of Marina del Rey sport fishing, and he had a spectacular day with 10 whitefish and 5 sculpin. Nick's taking home some really good eating fish. A friend of his who he has known for 5 years, Nick calls him the Sandbass King or the Sandbass Killer or the Sandbass something or other. But Ken Riel with a nice sandbass also yesterday on board the Spitfire out of Marina del Rey. So some nice fishing going on there. The Monte Carlo out of 22nd Street Landing is back on the run. They've done their wintertime maintenance. This is a time of the year when a lot of guys will be doing boat work and getting ready for the upcoming season, which will be here before you know it, because January's already gone. And now we're starting to get into February. It's pretty darn incredible. Monte Carlo's back on the run. While we're at 22nd Street Landing, let's talk native sun and some nice halibut that they've been catching. The halibut bite may not be wide open. That's why you want to fish 20 to 25 pound with 4 to 12 ounce torpedo sinkers, number 1 J hook, number 6 treble hook. You want to bring that along with you. But it's been pretty good. 32 anglers on the native sun with 6 halibut on Sunday. They'll get back on the run on Wednesday. They run Wednesday through Sunday, and hopefully they'll come up with some more halibut here as we go along. Private boaters, another great Freedman Adventures family member, Anthony Amalfitano. He's always there when Freedman Adventures family needs him. He's a great guy, and he caught that beautiful halibut. He hadn't filleted a halibut before in his life, so he said, I'm going to give it a try. Man, I could see right through that fish. That is a great job. Had some big sculpin to go along with it. Private boat fishing for halibut. I've talked to several guys locally at Catalina Island. It's been pretty darn good.
Hey Phil, good morning. Just wanted to give you that quick tackle tip for the halibut rig that I used yesterday. From top to bottom, I was using a 7-foot rod. I'm on a private boat, so if you're on a sport boat, I would probably suggest like a 7.5 or 8-foot rod. Anything rated from 20 to 50 pound. And then I got 25 pound mono coming from my main line to my 3-way swivel. I used the S Pro size 4. And then I got 12 pound mono going to a ball bearing swivel clip that's going to a 6 ounce or 8 ounce cannonball. 6 ounce and 8 ounce cannonball seems to be the right number for these days that we've been having. You might have to go up to a 10 if it's a little more windy. They don't get snagged as much on the bottom, I feel like, as the torpedo. You could find them at your local store or online. And then on the bite leader, I'm doing 20 pound fluorocarbon, about a 3 foot in length leader coming from that S Pro 3-way swivel to a single treble hook. And I hooked that single treble hook through the nose of the sardine, and no stinger, just a single treble hook, 3 feet, and about 15 to 17 inches on your line going to your ball, back to your 3-way swivel, to your main line. All right, guys, hope that tackle tip helped. Have a great day.
There you go. Anthony, so happy you were able to make that happen. Great fishing indeed. Catalina Island, we continue to see some pretty good fishing over there. It's mostly whitefish right now, but the ride to Cat is gorgeous on the El Patron out of Long Beach Sport Fishing. There's plenty of blue perch in that area also, and we also continue to see the occasional bass, possibility of a halibut, possibility of a white sea bass. All of that looms, and this coming Super Bowl Sunday weekend, they are going for it again. Long Beach Sport Fishing. Get on the El Patron Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. They're running all 3 days, and you're going to want to become part of that. That should be a lot of fun. www.longbeachsportfishing.org. And the Island Spirit is getting ready to head back to Ventura. They may already be there. I got to talk to Daniel. I think they are done with their boat work down in Newport Beach and headed back to Ventura. That's great news. The boat is looking great, and she is ready to rock and roll. Hey, by the way, Pete Gray, let's talk hookup. Pete is in Chile right now, in the country of Chile, and he's having an extraordinary adventure. He's fishing trout, and it's just been the trip of a lifetime for Pete, and so happy we could share that with you. That is absolutely wonderful. Way to go, Pete. And what an adventure, man. I should sit down on a podcast with you and talk all about it because it sounds absolutely fascinating. I know Pete will be talking about that on his great show, Let's Talk Hookup Radio Show. Here in the Southern California surf, these guys are letting me down, man. They're not catching anything. What's up with these guys? I had this choreographed just perfectly this morning. There's been, inconsistent fishing, let's put it that way. But some days right here on this very beach, it's really good yellowfin croaker fishing mixed with barred perch. And there's other perch in here also, walleye perch and calico surf perch, other stuff that get mixed in here, but mostly barred perch. Down around Bolsa Chica, we see much of the same down there. And further down in the San Diego area, a lot of barred perch on the other side of the border, great barred perch fishing. And then we head you up this way and we take you up there to Ventura and beyond that, great barred perch fishing up there. There's been some more stripers taken in the Southern California surf here also. A little bit inconsistent, but not too bad. And remember, if you want to fish in the Southern California surf, you're going to want to visit SoCal Surf Fishing Headquarters, Big Fish Bait and Tackle, on the corner of Seal Beach Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway. Man, they do a great job there. They have all the tackle, bait, intel, everything you'll need for a successful outing. Make sure you stop off there on Super Bowl Sunday morning and get some bait and then show up here to fish with all of us. It's going to be a fun day. Catch or not catch, we are going to have really a lot of fun. So mostly bar perch. You can get bit a little bit better on the bait during the wintertime hours, it seems like, but hopefully that's going to pick up. By the way, our Super Bowl Sunday morning is perfect because we have high tide colliding with sunrise, and whenever you can get that dynamic going on, high tide, sunset, high tide, sunrise, whenever you can get that going on, you got a really good chance of making something really good happen, and we are hopeful that's exactly what's going to go on. And of course, we'll be shooting videos. You'll be part of the Freedman Adventures show, the morning briefing, and so much more. So that should be an absolute ball. All right, we do have some weather heading this way. Looks like rain on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I don't think it's going to get too crazy. And the one thing I've looked at is the wind, at least along the coastal areas. And I don't see any wind really of any significance here so far in the forecast. So that is something that's really, really good. Hopefully it's going to stay that way. For Super Bowl Sunday, no wind and no rain and high hopes that we're going to put the wood to 'em. All right, hey, where the heck is that coffee cup? So we hope to see you here for Super Bowl Sunday. That's going to be a lot of fun as we're watching Dave over here trying to catch a fish for us before we sign off. All right, my friends, always great spending time with each and every one of you. I can't wait to bring you Tackle Shop Confessions live tonight. Also, the Danny Cadota Show live at 4 o'clock. Tackle Shop Confessions at 6 o'clock. So a couple of great shows heading your way tonight. And of course, we'll be keeping you informed with the very latest all day long. Hey, I'll see you tonight on those shows, and I hope to see you somewhere else really, really soon. Take care, my friends.